Georgia plays Georgia Tech next week. Georgia Tech's getting crushed right now, 17-0 to Notre Dame. That's expected. Notre Dame's a way better team than Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech has been playing terrible all year. This is year, 3 or 4 for Coach Sims. So, I mean, I don't know how much longer he'll be at Georgia Tech for, but he's seemingly doing the same as what he was given. Pretty much our 3, 4, 5 win team. That's pretty much what Georgia Tech has been. And this year they might only win 3 games. But Georgia Tech's a terrible team. Their best player, I would say, offensively is Gibbs, the running back. Even he hasn't really had a great year. I know he's had 600 yards rushing, but there's really not a plus side for a Georgia Tech fan. This is a road game. It's a noon game, road game. It is in Atlanta. Expect a lot of Georgia fans in attendance next week. Nothing really else to say about that game. Georgia should roll. I don't think I'll be doing a post-game video for that one because I don't think I'll be here. But yeah, Georgia will be about, a 38, 40-point road favorite, win by that amount. Georgia hasn't really been covering the past couple games. Georgia now falls to against? I mean, who cares about the spread, honestly? But Georgia now falls 7-4 against the spread. I think they're just 1-3 in the last 4 or something like that. I mean, I could care less. Georgia's look at the spreads to Georgia games and look at the spreads to every other game. It's night and day. This is how much people in Vegas respects Georgia. They're giving Georgia monster spreads. But anyway, I digress with that. It doesn't matter. Around the country is I haven't asked this question yet, and just to talk about something. Where is this at? Give me a sec here. Okay, well. For anybody who's still watching, I'll ask you this question. But is Georgia the best team in the country? Man, it's close. Ohio State is very, very good. They have that one loss, which is holding them back. Ohio State should be a top 2 team right now. If they didn't have that loss to Oregon, they'd be number 1. I'm going to be real with you. It's really Georgia versus Ohio State is going to be a really good game. If this does end up happening, a lot can happen in the next couple of weeks. Ohio State still has to play 2 top 15 teams in a row, make it 3 because of Michigan State. But more than likely, Wisconsin's going to be there in the top 15. Michigan is going to be there in the top 15. Forget about it. They're not losing today. They'll be in the top 10. Who else is there? But, yeah, I mean, those are their last 2 games. Georgia gets Georgia Tech. So Georgia more than likely gets to 12-0. Georgia's a lock for the playoffs. Ohio State is not because of one loss, but Ohio State is a top 2 team right now. It's between Georgia and Ohio State, the best offense versus the best defense. And Ohio State's defense is probably just as good as Georgia's offense, if we're being real. I mean, this would be one of the best matchups we've seen in a college football playoff game since I would, and this is biased, I would say this would probably be the best matchup since Georgia versus Oklahoma in 2017. Again, that is biased, but still, best offense versus best defense, something that us, college football fans need, quite frankly. But, I could talk all about Ohio State and how good they are. I know this is a Georgia post game, but really, when you think about it, that's a game a lot of Georgia fans are looking at, not just me. But, you still got to play Alabama. Alabama plays today in a couple minutes. They play Arkansas. Arkansas runs that 3-3-5 defense, contains the big plays, but gives up a lot of yards. I don't like that defense at all. Like I said, bend but don't break. It's a little bit they're all similar style defenses, but 3-3-5 base scheme just basically says you don't have enough athletes to compete with another team. And, yeah, I get it against Alabama, but you're not going to be able to do this week in, week out, like against even were like inferior foes. It doesn't make any sense to me. But Barry Odom's a really good defensive-minded coach. He showed that at Missouri. He's shown that for the majority of the year. Just think about it. Before the Arkansas-Georgia game, Arkansas was sitting at, I think, number 8 in total defense and number 8 in scoring defense. So they were very, very, very good defensively. And they didn't play bad teams either. They played Texas and Texas A&M. But Texas A&M not the best offensive team, but still, they were top 8 defensively. And then they played Georgia, and then ever since then it has not been the same. I mean, that you could say that about pretty much every team Georgia has played.